A beggar casually rummaged through a trash bin and unexpectedly found a finely crafted leather bag. When he picked it up, it felt quite heavy. A bystander nearby came over to see what he had found. The two of them opened the bag and discovered it was full of medical supplies, but they looked a little different from what they were used to. Fal, who had been a medical doctor 20 years ago but lost his job due to alcoholism, was amazed at how much medical technology had advanced. There were many items he had never even seen before, but now wasn't the time to get caught up in wonder. The medical kit could at least be sold for $10. Just as they were about to sell it, a woman approached Fal, telling him her daughter was seriously ill and begging him to come with her to provide treatment. At that moment, the shop owner offered $8 for the bag, pressing them to make a quick sale. White, standing nearby, hurriedly agreed. $8 was enough for a round of whiskey. But when Fal saw the woman's anxious expression, he firmly refused to sell the bag, knowing they still needed those supplies. The girl lay unconscious on the bed. Fal quickly diagnosed her with streptococcal throat infection. She was extremely weak and wouldn't last much longer. Fal told the woman to wait in the lobby. White thought this was just a stalling tactic, but then he saw Fal actually preparing to perform surgery. He quickly reminded him the bag was worth $8 and suggested just putting on a fresh bandage to keep things simple. If they dragged this out, the price might drop. Fal signaled White to be quiet and smoothly cut open the bandage, but he hadn't even touched the girl yet. The medical device inside the bag activated on its own, performing the incision. White was stunned. Fal didn't have time to think much. He guessed the girl had a high fever that would be hard to treat even in a hospital. White urged him not to waste time, but then Fal noticed a card inside the bag labeled lymphatic infection. The needle had matching markings, and the syringe contained 3 milliliters of medicine that might cure the lymphatic system infection. White was completely lost listening to the technical terms. In the end, Fal decided to give it a try, injecting the medicine into the girl's arm. He hurriedly pulled out the needle, and miraculously, the girl woke up. Both men were stunned, speechless. Just one shot of medicine restored her health with no side effects. The woman rushed in, tears streaming, and hugged her daughter. Fal didn't mention payment. White quickly urged him to ask for money or else just sell the bag at a pawn shop. But Fal understood this wasn't ordinary medicine. Such a cure was impossible with current medical knowledge. He looked closely at the letters on the bag, which showed a US patent date of July 2098, yet the current year was 1971. This was technology from the future. Back at the shelter, Fal examined the device's grooves. Every disease had corresponding medical data. Pressing a button brought up detailed instructions on the screen. This was definitely futuristic technology. Its presence here meant humanity could skip over 100 years of medical trials. Using the surgical knife in the kit, it could push aside all the major and minor blood vessels, remove tumors that couldn't be operated on, and even eliminate cancer. When Fal thought of this, he shouted for Charlie. The staff quickly told him to be quiet. Charlie didn't have much time left, and it was best to let him die upstairs. Fal strongly objected. No way. He was going to save Charlie's life. He rushed upstairs to help, but the staff didn't believe him. They were suspicious of the medical kit, thinking it was stolen, and doubted Fal could really heal anyone. Fal didn't want to waste time explaining. All he cared about was saving Charlie. Charlie lay in pain on the bed. Fal took out a surgical knife, but the staff tried to stop him. Fal's determination was so strong that he ordered them to get out. Seeing his fierce resolve, they backed off. Charlie didn't expect to be cured. He just wanted relief from his pain. Hearing this, Fal began the operation. Police arrived after a call reporting an attempted murder at the shelter. The staff claimed a drunk was trying to kill someone. The officers rushed upstairs only to find Charlie walking down the stairs freely. It was clear his illness had been completely cured.